Hello. So today's Thursday. I wanted to start a vlog today because I have the next couple days off of work, which is exciting. So I wanted to just start a vlog. I'm currently reading A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I'm about 266 pages into this. I'm still really liking it. It is pretty dense. I would like to finish this in the next day or two, so we'll see. But I'm probably gonna start my STABATHON readathon early just because I do work during that week. I'm a nurse and I work nights, so I work like 3 or 4 of the nights of the readathon, so that means the following day I'm usually sleeping for most of the day before I go back to work. So I thought I would just start STABATHON early so that I can hopefully make decent progress on all of the prompts. So we'll see how that goes. Today I'm hanging out with my sister. We're about to go get some breakfast. So I don't know if I'll do much reading today until probably later tonight, but I just wanted to start the vlog, say hi, happy Thursday. I'm excited to do some reading. It is Thursday night. I have done absolutely no reading. I hung out with my sister all day and my niece and nephews, which was a blast. And Andrew and I just went to Aldi, my favorite place in the world. And I wanted to show you, I got a few things that are really cute. Let me show you. Okay, so first I got this adorable pumpkin candle, which I love. It smells really good. I just love this cute little black and gold aesthetic. And then I got these cute miniature pumpkins, the white and the orange. So I thought these would just be cute to put around the apartment. Yay. Hi. So I am currently reading in bed A Discovery of Witches. So I'm at 277. So I'm trying to get to page 300 before I go to sleep. So hopefully I can stay awake that long. But this book, I thought I would just talk about it a little bit. Kind of talked about it in my October TBR. If you haven't watched that, I'll link it. But this book is set, I believe it's present day, but it's in a world that has 4 species. So it has humans, demons, witches, and vampires. They all kind of coexist. Some humans know about creatures, but for the most part they don't. It's the classic, like, don't let humans know that these creatures are not mythological, that they actually exist. And there's not any mixing of the creatures. Witches stick with witches, vampires stick with vampires, so on. So in this, the 2 main characters are Diana Bishop, who's a witch, and Matthew de Clermont, who is a vampire. He's super old, like classic vampire tropes. She's a witch. Her parents died when she was young, and so she's just kind of not super about magic. She just doesn't want to use it, doesn't want it to rule her life. She has a PhD, I believe, she studies alchemy and philosophy, and she didn't want magic in her work. She wanted to earn everything, which is something I like about her character. I think she's gonna end up coming into the magic, obviously, which I think will be cool, but I think her reasons for not wanting to use it are legit, and that Deborah Harkness has kind of fleshed that out, which makes her, I feel like, a pretty good main character. My arm was getting tired. They meet, there's like this manuscript that all the creatures are wanting to find, like witches, demons, vampires alike. It's called Ashmole 782. It's said that there's maybe like the root of how all the creatures came to be, but no one has been able to get their hands on this manuscript for hundreds of years. Diana doesn't know about this manuscript, and she just puts in a request for it. She works at Oxford, so she puts in her request for it at the Bodleian, like the library there, and it comes up. She touches it, is like, ooh, this is like magical feeling, and everyone like in the magical realm kind of loses their shit. Matthew kind of senses this. They meet. He kind of turns into the classic like vampire stalker. All these witches start coming out of the woodworks, like trying to convince her to get the manuscript, see if she has it. Things turn pretty sinister, and Matthew feels like he needs to protect Diana, and they need to work together to kind of figure out the mystery of this manuscript, and she's gonna help him with his research about lineage, I think, of vampires and witches and demons. They start working together. It's pretty good. I think right now it's sitting on like a 3-star, but I think it's because I'm in kind of a slow part. I've said multiple times, I feel like this book is dense. Like, it's very academic, which I like. It's very pretentious at times. What I don't like about this the most is the classic vampire trope, which I don't know why it's like that, but this almost like toxic masculinity of the male vampires. There's just so many things of like, oh, I have to help you, I'm your protector. I just get so tired of that trope. I think it's frustrating, and I feel like we're starting to get a lot more of that because their relationship is kind of developing, if you will. I feel like he's becoming way more like hyper protective and hyper possessive, and that's just written off as like a trait of vampires, and I just think that that's obnoxious. Male characters are always written like that, especially in like fantasy, magical realism, anything like that, and it just is annoying to me. So I'm starting to get annoyed at that. Like, at first this was kind of like feeling like a 4-star book, and now I'm kind of in the like 3.5 to 3. There's still quite a bit to go. I think I still have a couple hundred pages, and like I said, I'm kind of at a slow part right now, so we'll see how that ends up. But I just wanted to kind of update you since I didn't do hardly any reading today, so this is my first time sitting down to read. I really want to finish this book like in the next day or two, so fingers crossed, because I'm really wanting to move on to some of my spooky books on my TBR. I'm super excited for that. Tomorrow's October 1st. Just thought I'd update you. I'll probably let you know tomorrow how far I get, so I'll talk to you later. It's Friday morning. It's October 1st, which is exciting. Oh, hi Kenny. So I just wanted to update. Last night I read more of A Discovery of Witches and I got to page 304. So I was happy with that. I wanted to pass the 300 page mark before I went to sleep. My plan is now I'm just gonna eat some breakfast and then just do some random work stuff. I wanted to kind of start editing. So I'm gonna do that and then hopefully read a lot of this afternoon. That is my goal. I just made myself some coffee, some yogurt and fruit, and I'm just gonna have a nice morning. Just wanted to update you and I'll let you know what I get up to today. Are you sitting up here with me, Kenny? Hi, buddy. Hi, it is Friday afternoon now. I had a really productive morning. I did some editing, I did laundry, I did some budgeting, did some cleaning, so I just got ready. I got a fresh cup of coffee in my Cup of Ambition mug because I'm nothing without caffeine. So I had quite a productive morning and then I've just been reading for the last little bit. So I read another 50 pages of A Discovery of Witches. So I am past the 350 page mark now. My thoughts from last night still haven't really changed. It has picked up a little bit, but the things that were annoying me just about Matthew's overprotectiveness and possessiveness of Diana, all of that's really kind of heightened because I was gonna say they're falling in love, but they're not. They're already in love, which it's kind of insta-lovey too, because at this point they've known each other, I think it's 3 weeks, 4 weeks at the most. I get that they're supernatural creatures, but come on. That has been kind of not my favorite thing, but it is fun. I still feel like it's a fun story, and when I'm reading it, I'm not hating it, so that's good. It's definitely still, I think, feeling between a 3 and a 3.5 star read at the moment. So I'm definitely, I'm enjoying it. I have this bit left, so I'm hoping to read to page 400 today. I think that would set me up to be able to finish it tomorrow, which would be the goal, and then I can start on my STABATHON TBR, which would be exciting. So that's kind of my plan. I do think what I like the most about this book is the atmosphere. It's definitely a really good fall read, and like I've been saying, I'm definitely in the fall mood. So I'm enjoying that. I like the aspect of the creatures. I like learning about the history of the witches and the vampires and the demons. So that's really cool. What I like the least is the romance, which it's kind of becoming more heavily focused on right now. Overall, I am enjoying it and I am intrigued to see how it ends. I kind of heard, I was reading on the back, or there's like the sequel, this is a trilogy, and it says that it ends on a cliffhanger, and I was like, great. I don't own the second book. Sometimes I only read the first book in a series because I have commitment issues. So we will see if this is one that makes me want to read the sequel or not. Just thought I would update you. I'm planning on just reading more for a little bit. It's kind of overcast outside. I might read outside for a little bit actually. And then I think my friend Emily's gonna come over and we're gonna do some fall fun things since it's the 1st of October. I will keep you updated. Sunday night, so I didn't vlog yesterday. I took some clips. Yesterday morning I went to a women's march, and then me and Andrew walked to get some coffee, so I think I got like clips of that. But I actually did a lot of reading yesterday and a lot of reading today, and I actually finished A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I read like over 150 pages, I think, over the last 2 days. And that's kind of why I didn't like update or vlog, because I was just reading a lot and was just in the reading mood. So I didn't really want to like vlog or update or anything, which seems counterintuitive to being a booktuber who talks about books while they're reading. Anyway, so I finished this. I just finished it like 20 minutes ago maybe. Right now it's actually sitting at like a 4-star, I think. So I really liked the last like 150 pages. It really picked up. I didn't want to stop reading, and I think if I would have read this in a different season, I would have rated this lower. But the fact that I read this at the beginning of fall, the weather's changing, I'm in such a spooky reading mood, this delivered on all of that. The atmosphere of this was great, and that was honestly my favorite part, and I think why I'm rating it so high. So I absolutely loved, like, the last bit that I loved takes place in Diana's aunt's house in Madison. I just loved that whole vibe. The way that she described her aunt's house made me think of all those like fall ASMR rooms and I like to watch those while I read sometimes. Just like witchy, cozy, pumpkins, fire crackling, the house was haunted. So like things would move, things would disappear, new rooms would come up. So I loved that. I loved the aspect of the house, and that was so fun to read about. I loved her aunts, Sarah and Emily. Like, they were two of my faves. And then we also got introduced to some more demons and vampires. I don't think this is a spoiler, but this is very much because how I talked about in this world, creatures aren't allowed to mix. So vampires can't be with witches, witches can't be with demons, etc. So that's it's not allowed per the congregation. The last part of this is kind of them, some witches, demons, and vampires coming together to make like this alternative congregation. And I love that trope in stories. Down with the man, down with the system. Let's just let people love who they want to love. So that was a big part of this, and I love that. I love one of the demons that was introduced, Sophie. It was just really good. I liked the ending. I liked this. So I think in a previous clip I was like, I don't know if I'll read the sequel, but I literally think I'm about to order the sequel on Pango Books because I found one for like $8. I'm like, I definitely want to read the second one. I know that Reagan from Proust Project DNF'd the second one, so that makes me a little nervous, but I honestly liked this one so much that I'm willing to give it a try. There were things, I marked some stuff that I didn't like. There was still that same aspect of chill out on the vampire toxic masculinity that didn't really change. I do think at the end it got a little more bearable because Diana started being able to figure out her magic, use her magic, kind of know what she was doing, and so it was cool. Like, some things happened and Matthew was like, yeah, like, you can fight, you're brave. She even said like it felt like he was handling me less, which I'm like, the fact that he even, okay, whatever, you get it. There was one part, so they were talking about consummating their relationship, and she's like, Matthew was making it clear those days and nights were over of like casual sex. With him there would be no more straightforward sex, and I'd had no other kind. I might as well be a virgin. Like, come on, this man isn't that good. I mean, I know he's like 1,000 years old, but can we not? It just was weird to me and it annoyed me. Overall, I'm really glad I read that. I read this at the perfect time. Like, if you're wanting a fall book, I really think this delivers in the fall, autumn atmosphere. The witchiness was great, the vampireness was great. I do think the beginning was a bit, not a slog to get through, but just definitely a little more dense. But I flew through, like I said, the last like 150 to 175 pages. I just didn't want to put it down enough so that I didn't even do my vlog. So that's cool. I think it worked out because Stabathon, so today's the 3rd, Stabathon starts at midnight on October 4th. So I was saying how I was gonna start it early, but I just didn't because I was just reading that. So honestly, it works out. I've had a really good fall weekend. Last night, I didn't really vlog. Yesterday, because like I said, I was at the march and then was just hanging out with Andrew. We watched Escape Room, which I did not have high hopes for, and it ended up being super fun. So I think tonight we might watch Escape Room 2, and I'm excited. We have a Spooktober list of scary movies that we're watching. But I'm off work tomorrow too, so I'm hoping to get a lot of reading done since I worked a lot of the other days this week. But we'll see how much reading I can get done tonight, tomorrow, and I'll let you know. Talk to you soon. Good morning. It is Monday morning, so I decided I'm just gonna end the vlog here because Stabathon started. So I'm starting my Stabathon TBR, and I feel like this vlog was already getting long, and if I added all of Stabathon in, I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be like an hour long. So I decided I'll just stop the vlog here. In this vlog, I finished A Discovery of Witches, which in my last clip you heard I really enjoyed. Ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars, mainly for the atmosphere and just the perfect witchiness of it in the fall season. So I'm really glad I read that. Had a lot of fun reading that, and I did order the sequel last night, so super excited. I am going to say goodbye and thank you for watching. If you made it this far, go ahead and put like a witch emoji in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment, all the YouTube things. I appreciate it, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.